All right, so what we're going to talk about today is the fast traffic bundle. And if you've worked with me at all, you know that I just absolutely love worksheets and using my iPad. Sometimes it doesn't work well for me, but today is a good day. So what we're going to start with is how much traffic you're getting every single day. So let me know. We've got different stages that you can be in, okay? So down here, we've got you're getting no new traffic. If that's you, we're going to call you rusty. You've got rusty pipes, right? So it's going to be, we want to have a flood of traffic. If you have no new traffic, you would be considered rusty. If you have okay traffic, but they're not buying, and I think this is really common, you're considered to have a leaky pipe. So we're taking our water analogy today. Next, some traffic, not growing your sales. That would be a trickle. Some traffic, not. So you're getting some sales, but you're not growing your sales. So that would be a trickle. Pretty good traffic and sales. Anybody pretty good traffic? Pretty good traffic. So on your worksheet, I want you to tell me which one you are and type it in the chat for me. That means you've got a flow. Anybody? Tell me where you're at in this process, okay? Does anyone have a flood? You have just lots of traffic and sales. That's just lots of traffic and sales. So obviously where we want to be in our business is our capacity, right? So you don't want to be up here if you don't have the capacity to fill that many orders, right? And so like a lot of makers could get in a really bad spot, right? If they had a flood right now, maybe you don't have enough product to cover that, right? Or you don't have the staffing. So you don't always want to go for the flood. Honestly, it's better to just have a slow increase. That way, as things grow, you're able to figure out your processes along the way, right? Let me see what you're saying in here. Okay, we've got between rusty and leaky pipe, we've got very little traffic. So that was Takia. Brenda would be probably leaky then, right? Audrey, no new traffic, rusty, okay. Sarah, I'm at the bottom, still building, just beginning. Okay, awesome. Yeah, and so you want to keep in mind, it would be a nightmare if you went like from a rusty pipe, like, and you launch and you're all of a sudden in a flood, right? That would not be good for you because then you haven't tested your processes and you would flounder potentially, right? Because when a business grows too fast, that's one of the top, I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but SBA says that's one of the top reasons businesses fail is growing too fast because they can't keep up with demand, right? So you want to have steady growth and controlled growth. That's ideal. You don't want to start your business and then go spend like $1,000 a day on ads and drive all this traffic. And then all of a sudden you're overwhelmed with like hundreds of orders every day and you start messing up things and things start breaking. So ideally you want to have slow growth. So right now, I think a great spot for everyone is flow. You just want to flow, right? You don't want to flood, but yet you don't want any of that stuff either, right? Do you guys agree with that? Floods are bad. Okay. Now let's get to the good stuff. If I can figure out how to move my page here. All right, so part of the fast traffic bundle, this is part of my bigger program called Ecom Academy. And so we're gonna just talk about, there are 4 different ways where you can get traffic to your store. And this training is focused on one of them. So we've got email ads, lives, events, and pop-ups. And I have other trainings on these other things, but today we're going to talk about social media. that is the quickest way to get fast traffic to your site. So everybody's on social media, right? Even if you're just starting out, do you guys all have a business page set up for your business? So tell me in the chat, do you guys all have a page set up for your business? Yes. Okay, good. That's where we want you to be in order to take advantage of what we're doing today. Okay, so perfect customer finder. This is where we're gonna do some planning here. Let me find my notes here. All right. So the first thing is, does everyone know who their customer is? Tell me in the chat, who is your customer? What's one thing about your customer that you know for sure? So I can tell you that my customer for my boutique is woman and typically aged 35 to 55. Starting to kind of get a little more of the younger crowd. So I would say it used to be 35 to 55. Now it's probably closer to 25 to 50. And they like to go to events. They're social. Most of my customers are social. They like to go out with their friends, go out with their family. They're looking for clothing to wear to church, events, right? Places that women go, all the places that women go, cute tops and dresses, right? Okay, that's really good. So Sarah says hers are female between 35 and 55 looking for unique gifts. So that's perfect. Brenda says ladies between 30 and 65, they like unique products. They're social, casual, smart. Wow. Audrey, 25 and up women, they go to clubs and events. So that is really interesting. So Audrey, yours are younger, so you're gonna have like a different product completely from say Brenda, who is the 30 to 65 potentially, right? Because most 65-year-olds don't shop for the same products as a 25-year-old. So now that you know that, let's plan this out. This is the perfect customer finder. So what are how do you think they talk? So what are some words? So what we're going to brainstorm now is the how. So what are some keywords that your customers use? Oh, good. Sarah, she's not an apparel business. She makes paper flowers and handmade wood products, home decor. That is so cool. Okay, there isn't anything out there for what I saw make a rent. Okay, so Sarah, her product is paper flowers and handmade wood products and home decor. So what I want you guys to think about next, and this is where you're gonna start writing because we're actually doing stuff today. This isn't just me talking for an hour. So tell me, what are some key words that your customer might use? Like, let's say if your customer were going to look up your product on Google, what are the first couple things that come to mind on what they would type in? So how do they talk? So Sarah, what would be something that they would put into the search engine if they were looking for something like what you are selling? Brenda said ladies are saying they love the fact that she has unique, colorful, cheeky, flirty, fun. Sarah says paper flowers, crepe paper flowers, realistic flowers, giant flowers. Okay, so everything that you guys are typing in right now, those are going to be keywords, right? Words that your customer might type into Google. So I want you to write those down. So handmade flowers. Or how about unique? Brenda, what's your top selling product? Top or dresses? Unique dresses. Anybody else? Okay. How about the word cute is coming to mind? Cute tops for summer, or unique handmade, unique gifts, something like that. So you want to brainstorm, how do your customers talk? What are the words that they are using? The next thing is, where do they hang out? Where do your customers hang out? And I mean physically. Where do they hang out? So when you visualize your customer, like what types of places do they hang out? Are they at their kids' school? Are they at the clubs? Are they at, where do they hang out? The gym? So type in there, where does your customer hang out? Restaurants, Jewish clubs, polo clubs, shopping malls. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so how about the mall? The mall, birthday celebrations, events, weddings. Oh my gosh, those are great. Oops, I accidentally deleted everything that I wrote. Events, weddings. Okay, so this is giving you some sort of idea of some of the keywords that you can use, right? Boutiques. Okay. Lastly, what do they like to do? What do they like to do? And this may seem silly to sit here and brainstorm like this, but this is going to help you with how you're going to speak to your customer on social media, which is going to resonate with them and get them to click on your links and follow you and engage with you. So what do they like to do? Dress up, Brenda says. Dress up, but also I'll tell you a little bit about my customer, and Takia said it, they like to travel, right? Another thing that my customers like to do is cook, right? So think about it. If you are selling to, let's see, was it Sarah that you said that you did the handmade? So Sarah, what do you think your customers, what's something else? Like what's a different quality about them? Like what they like to do? Like hobbies, things like that. So do your customers, Sarah, do you think they might like to create things themselves? Like maybe paint? Or maybe they're crafty type of people? There you go. Realtors and photographers. Photographers are really like creative people. And I can imagine that photographers are good for if you're selling something you make, or if you're selling clothing, things like that, right? So you want to get clear on those types of things, because that's going to help you resonate with them. Pet, nature, girls trips. Okay, so this is, you don't realize this maybe, but you're coming up with content right now. And so I lost my pen. There we go. Okay, so you're coming up with content right now. So what all of these things are, these are going to be different ideas for content that you're going to use in your social media to resonate with the people that are following you. So business owners for store displays. Oh, okay. So like store displays. So people that follow like visual type of visual arts, things like that, right? Okay, so now we're going to actually map it out. So what are the top 3 keywords that you came up with earlier up here? Let's see. The top 3 keywords that you came up with. Handmade flowers, unique dresses. And by keyword, I mean something that people would type into Google, right? What are the top 3 keywords? So I want you to write them down and tell me what they are. So I want you to pick 3 keywords from up top. Okay, handmade. Oops. Anybody else? What's a keyword that you picked up top? Let's see what we got. Clubwear. Ooh, that's a good one. Cute. So like cute what? Let's make it a little more specific to Kia, like cute tops. Because I know you're selling clothing, right? So next we're going to look at, I'm going to skip the call to action for a minute and let's talk about what 3 products will you promote in your social media. So we've talked about what resonates with them, what type of content. So let's say your customer likes travel, or your customer likes photography, or they like cooking. If they like cooking, you could do a recipe, right? If they like travel, you can do top vacations for 2022, or what's your favorite vacation place to get engagement, right? So what are 3 products that you're going to promote? So Sarah, I assume, what is a specific? You could do a collection or a product in here. So what are you going to promote? Giant paper flowers, handmade wood products, paper flower stems. Oh, cool. Okay, so we'll do, for the first one, we'll just put down giant paper flowers. Anybody else? What are your 3 products or collections that you're going to promote? You can do both. I feel like you need to have a good mix of both products and collections when you do your social media. Okay, let's say new arrivals collection. Cute sandals and sundresses. Okay. Let's say, I'll write down just the first one. Cute sandals, cute summer sandals. Okay, now what's going to be your call to action? Now, call to action is what you want. You're trying to get traffic to your store, right? So what are you going to ask your customer to do? That's your call to action. So for example, visit the site here, go check these out. What are some examples of what you can use or what you're going to use? I want you to write that down on your worksheet to get customers to click to go to your website from your social media post here. So if Sarah's doing, come check out the giant paper flowers, come check out, she's gonna have a link, right? So another example could be, click here. That would be, it's an action that you want your customer to take. And you always want to have a call to action in you're going to be asking. Another thing, it can be a question or it can be a direction, right? So your call to action could be click here, but it could also be, what do you think of X? What do you think of it? Want to see more? So the idea behind those is you're getting them to engage with your post. That's one thing. And then you're also driving traffic back to your site, right? So you never want to just post like a picture and not say what you want them to do. You always, that's like the number one rule of online sales is in your social media, you want to have a call to action behind it, because don't ever assume that people know what you want them to do. So you have to pretend like literally you're talking to a fourth grader whenever you post stuff on your social media, because it's not that people don't understand, it's that a lot of times people get busy, they're distracted. Maybe they're looking, they're scrolling, and they're like thinking about something else or something. You have to say what you want them to do. That's how you're going to get traffic back to your site. Okay, does that make sense? You still with me? Type a 1 if you're still with me. Okay. Awesome. Is this helping you guys? Am I going at a good pace? Okay, I'm trying not to go too fast. It's different because I can't have an actual conversation with you. I have to wait for you to respond. Okay, so just tell me if I need to slow down, okay? Okay, Brenda says unique fashion arrivals, call to action, get there now, or you just might lose out. Exactly, right? We're telling them what we want them to do. We're using keywords, right? Keywords are important because that's going to catch their attention, right? So like if I'm looking for something like what Sarah has and I see handmade and I like handmade stuff, that keyword is going to catch my attention. If I'm looking for something to wear out and I'm like in that up to 40 age where I like club wear, if I see the word club wear, it's going to catch my attention. So that's what your keyword is for. It's for the attention getter, right? That's going to be the one that's going to stop the scroll and get them to look. And then you're going to have your product there, right here. You're going to have your product there. So this is going to get them to stop and look. Then you're going to have your product. And then the call to action is going to be, what do you want them to do after they look at your product? Uh-oh, I hope that my iPad continues to work for us here. Okay, next page, we've got the social media caption formula. So this is to give you guys some ideas on how to create your social media captions, because it can be a little overwhelming. And so I just created this to give you a little bit of a format. You can modify it. You don't have to use this word for word. But this has all the pieces and parts that you'll want to use. And then once you start doing this enough, it'll become second nature to you, right? Okay, so for example, the first part of it is I want you to pick one of these A. And you can say whatever is best for you based on your keywords that you figured out up above. So for A, let's say, tell me what you're going to put. Give me an example. So we could say the new arrivals just arrived on the website. Here are just a few. Check out the rest here. And then you put your website link, right? So you type out, I'm going to get the cord from my iPad real quick. You type out what you're going to put for yours. I'm just going to give you guys just about 2 minutes to work on, do at least one social media caption formula or social media caption. And I gave you this sheet down here on the worksheet for you to write in your own. Awesome. Okay, we'll read some of those in about 15 seconds. Oh my gosh, I love these. Sarah, that is amazing. These beauties just bloomed on the website. Here are just a few, pick them now. That is perfect. Amazing. Brenda, designer products just landed on the website. Let's bring out the wild in you. Shop now. Gosh, see you guys, doesn't that make you want to click on it? Amazing. And you're using the keywords, right? Okay. Which part, since we have some extra time, which part would you like to go over? Again. Or which part would you like help with some more? We can work on keywords, brainstorming about your customer, or we can work on some more of just getting yourself organized with what you're going to do with your social media posts, or we can put together some more social media captions. Sarah, the hashtags do help in Instagram, not necessarily on Facebook. So I've heard different things. I've heard that hashtags hurt your engagement on Facebook, but I've also been kind of testing it and using them. I think that some people are still using them just because of the fact that Instagram and Facebook are connected. So when you're posting on both, it's like hard when they're connected to not have captions show up on Facebook, right? So that's why I would say just do some testing. I wouldn't, if you're just doing a Facebook post, I wouldn't purposely put hashtags in them. Only on Instagram, but if you're posting on Instagram and sharing to Facebook, don't worry about it if they have hashtags in them. Does that make sense? There is one last thing that I wanted to go over with you guys that I didn't have on the worksheet. And that is that I want you to remember, and then we'll go back and do some more captions, but I want you to remember that there are 3 stages of buying for customers. So when you're posting on social media, you're not just posting to everybody, right? So I want you to think about this. There are people that are going to buy now, that are going to buy later, and that are going to buy never on your webpage or on your social media pages. So you're going to want to have posts that resonate with all of those people. So when you're coming up with these posts, just remember that you also kind of want to speak to people that are not ready to buy yet. And just keep in mind that some people will never buy from you. On our Facebook page for Knitted Belle Boutique, we have, I think, over 165,000 followers on there. When I post on social media, I will typically get about 3,000 to 5,000 people engaging on a post, right? So just keep in mind that when you're doing posts, it's really, there's so many different things that affect the engagement. Don't let it stop you from actually doing the work and getting your social media out there, because this strategy does work. When you don't post on social media, you will see your sales go down. And it's been proven over and over with ladies that I work with and with myself. If I stop posting on Facebook, it doesn't matter if I'm getting a ton of engagement on every single post. If I stop posting, my sales will reflect that, because people do watch. Even if they're not interacting, they could potentially be seeing your stuff, right? And so you don't want to stop doing it. It's something that as a business owner, you just have to do. And it just, make it easier on yourself, right? By following these steps, and just set aside a time each week. And that's literally what you have to do. Set aside a time each week, like even an hour on Monday or something like that, and just plan it all out. And you can do that by using these strategies, brainstorming and organizing. And we go more in depth in that in the academy. if you're looking for more help with that, we do stuff like this a lot where we work together on social media plans and things like that, because it's something that you have to do to be successful. Okay. So more social media captions. Let's work on that. Let's see. Brenda says, well, she's been trying to grow her online store on Facebook. She's found that her follows have grown. Yeah. And so as you grow your business, it is the continuity that is going to start building. And so you're going to start getting more sales online. So this is a little piece of it. So over time, you will start having more traffic to your store, just for being consistent in doing this, right? And so the way that, like we talked about, the way to get their attention is that you want to use the keywords that are going to grab their attention, because social media is so busy, that you really want to make sure you're speaking to those people. Like I said, up here, if you know, like I do, that your customers like cooking, start posting once a week a recipe. If you know that they have, I didn't write this down, but we talked about animals. I'm telling you what, animals and quotes will get you more engagement than anything else. Quotes are the magical social media post. So I have other trainings where we talk about quotes, but a quote will literally change the engagement on your page. We have started posting quotes twice a week on all of the social media stuff that we do for my business, just because it gets so much engagement. One of the posts we did, actually 2 weeks in a row, we had over 60 shares of a quote that we just created. We basically just go out and find quotes that are really cool, that we like, and we create like a really cute, background image for it on Canva, and just put the quote in there. And we've actually started putting our handle. So like at Grow Your Boutique or at Knitted Belle, we'll put that at the bottom because they get shared like crazy. And so that tells people, not only can they see where it originated, but they also get that reminder when they see it at the bottom. And that has not hurt our engagement at all to have that on there. So anytime that you do something like that, you can throw your handle, your at the bottom, and that's going to help you. Like at Knitted Belle is our boutique one. It's just the @ sign, and just literally put that at the bottom. And so let's go back, and you want to work on some more social media captions. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys about 2 more minutes, and let's brainstorm. And if you need help with coming up with ideas, type in the chat and we can brainstorm on some wording for you. Okay, so let's try to come up with, let's say 2 more. Okay, and let's get you used to doing this. And while you're doing that, I can write down some others on this page. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking for about 2 minutes, and you guys write up 2 more social media posts, the captions. Okay. I'm muted, sorry. Audrey, what is your product? And we'll brainstorm it. Short sets. And who is your customer? Is it a short set like it's a top and a bottom? Shorts and a top? Okay. And who's your customer? Women? I think you said 25 and up. Okay, so let's do, hold on, let me make sure this is locked. Okay, let's say the cutest short sets just arrived on the website. Get yours before they're gone. Get yours here before they're gone. And then put your link. Or if you have them on like your Facebook or Instagram story, you can actually tag them on there. Does that help? Sarah, what do you have? Brenda says limited unique tops available on the website. These will sell quickly. Don't miss out. Shop now. Wow. Limited. That is a good one. Limited blank. Swing into spring with our new floral dresses that get that burst of color on our web. Click shop now. Don't right click though, remember, because did you notice that I didn't use the word click anywhere? Let's talk about that. So you don't want to use the word click when follow. What else? Like, share. You don't want to use any of those words because that will get you lower engagement, at least on Facebook. So notice that I said get, see, shop, check, grab. So you want to use words other, they convey the same meaning, right? Okay, so who am I missing? Christine, do you have any? Shelly, Tamika, Takia, do any of you guys have yours that you want to go over? Have you guys all got at least one social media caption written? And are you feeling more confident? Yes? Okay, Sarah, barbecue season is kicking off. New barbecue necessities have arrived. Grab them in time for your next cookout. See, that makes me want to click right there, Sarah. Perfect. And then you'll put a link, right? Yeah, I really want to see what that is. That's something that you made. That is really good. That is really good. You guys want to do another one or type them in and let's look at them. Who's got one that you want to talk about? This is fun, isn't it? Sarah says, my dad makes stuff. He has bottle openers, meat turners, pizza cutters, bread slicers, spatulas, cutting boards. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. You could take so many angles on that stuff too. Not just barbecue, but like a lot of different angles. And with Father's Day coming up, June 19th, you should be kicking butt right now, right? For the Father's Day gifts with your social media posts, right? Okay. Brenda, you're battling to know where you can get your link quickly to share. Okay, so go to the product. Let's see if I can share my screen here. Brenda, what is your store name again? Diva USA, I think, right? Okay. Do you have your link you can drop in there for me? Or do you have it? And maybe this is something that you guys all need, right? Need to know where to find your links. Tamika says, our newest arrivals have just arrived. Get it while it's hot, shop now. Okay, so Tamika, our newest, what product do you want to say? Like tops, dresses, gifts, candles. I would put that right there, right? Our newest blank has just arrived. So just be a little more specific, right? Okay, Brenda, let me see if I can find this for you real quick and I'll show you. Okay, so I'm gonna go to, I think you're in Academy, so I think I'm following you. So I will go to your, okay, I'm on your Facebook page. Okay, Brenda, I'm gonna show you real quick. And any of you guys that need help finding your website, let's see, stop the screen share. Yes. Okay, so Brenda, I went to your Facebook page. Here is your website right here, divausa.co. Click on that. Okay, this is your website. And let's see. What we really need to do, Brenda, as a side note, is take this big, huge image off so that when people hit your website, they're seeing your products. But that's for another day, right? Because we want, if we have 8 seconds, we want them to see your product big time, right? Okay, so let's say you're going to go find the product that you want to promote. So let's say you want to promote this jacket. Okay, click on that and then go up here and copy this URL right here. Do you see that? The URL up there at the top where my mouse is up here. Click on that, right click, copy. That's how you get it. Now, if you want to do a collection, you just simply go to the collection. Like, let's say you want to do your home decor. Click on that. It's empty, but then you would click here, up here at the top, and see how it says collections, home decor, and then right click and copy. And that's how you get the collection. So those of you that want to do new arrivals, you click, go to new arrivals, and then click, right click, copy. And so then when you paste that in, that is going to take them directly to your collections page. Cool, huh? Yeah, we need to audit your site, Brenda. Okay, Sarah says, my store is Unwilted Collective. I'm not anywhere remotely close to it being up yet. I'm setting up my studio this weekend to get those done. I'm hoping to have at least something set up in a few weeks. Okay, yeah, because I can't wait to see your stuff. It sounds really awesome. If you need help with that, send me an email because that's what I do, right? Is help people with that. Takia, I'm terrible at social media caption. I came up with, okay, type it in, Takia. Let's look at it real quick while we've got about 2 minutes left. Yeah, Brenda, your site needs some work. In the Evergreen group, I have a post set up. I'm doing some store audits. It's this group right here. The start, grow, and scale your ecom business. And if you, I will give you the link. I'm going to do some front end store audits. It's not going to be this week, but you can see I've had some people drop in their link. I'll give you the link in the chat here. And you can go drop your site in there. And then when I do audits, we can look at your store, okay? Okay, Takia, this amazing wax melt just arrived on the website. Limited amount of smells available. Grab yours at. Perfect. Okay, so let's make that a tad better and say, because that smells, that word smells confuses me. So this amazing, these amazing wax melts just arrived on the website. There are a limited amount available. Let's change that a bit, okay? So I'm gonna copy and paste in here. I'm gonna change it up a bit. Oops. Okay, these amazing wax melts just arrived on the website. There are, and you know what, if you're in the academy and you need help with this, put in what you're thinking about putting into our Ecom Academy Facebook group and we can help you, okay? We can help you work on these. Okay, these amazing wax melts just arrived on the website. There are a limited amount of scents of each scent. How about each scent? Because I'm assuming you have multiple. Okay, these amazing wax melts just arrived on the website. There are a limited number of each scent available. Grab yours at. How about that? I just put it in the chat. These amazing wax melts just arrived on the website. Okay, so you're giving them a reason, right? There are a limited number of each scent available. So you're telling them why they need to click right now. Grab yours at, and you're telling them that's your call to action, what they need to do, right? This is how you drive traffic to your site. You're going to use urgency and anybody else know? Scarcity, urgency and scarcity. So that's why you're having the call to action, right? And that's the social media caption. That's what we're doing in there is we're creating urgency and scarcity. You have to give them a reason to click right now. And that's how you're going to drive traffic to your site. I'm getting traffic every single day to my site from my social media posts. That's how you get sales, right? So if you're not doing that and doing it consistently, you're going to see that reflected in your numbers, your sales numbers. So that's why this is super important. Okay, does anyone have any questions or want help with a caption before we wrap up today? Anybody else? And if you haven't, if you loved what you saw today and you're not in the academy, I'll drop the link in there. We do things like this a lot in the academy, onlineboutiquecoaching.com. If you would like help with your site, help with marketing, that's what we do. We have over 100 ladies in the program and we work on stuff like this all the time, daily, right, Brenda? We work on this kind of stuff all the time, daily, weekly, monthly. So this training will actually be in the academy for them to watch over and over if they want to. So that's the kind of stuff that I teach on a weekly basis and work with these ladies on growing their business to 5-figure months, because that's the whole goal, right? Make money. Do you guys have any questions? Anybody else? Last call. Yeah, you got it? Okay, I want to see you guys getting traffic to your stores by following the social media caption and just going through the steps, right? Use these worksheets to help you brainstorm so that it'll start giving you ideas, right? And the best place to start is to think about who your customer is and what's going to resonate with them, okay? All right, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.